Hi, my name is Charna Schwartz, and I am in my studio at the EBCO Artworks, and I am right now giving a demonstration on making a bowl. And let's see, I had gone to the University of Colorado and majored in fine arts and became very addicted to the potter's wheel. I found it very fascinating and became very fascinated with functional pottery, which is what I do. I find throwing on the potter's wheel or using clay is very meditative and has been a very spiritual experience for me, in such a way that it's not the final object, but it's the entire process, from wedging the clay, throwing the piece on the potter's wheel, glazing, firing the piece. It's a very inward process. I will be having some of my pottery for sale at Abler's Stained Glass Company this coming spring. And also I'll be teaching some pottery classes at the Kohler Arts Center this summer for children and also for adults. You can also find some of my artwork on the Sheboygan Visual Artists website. This clay that I'm using right now is a porcelain clay body, and I enjoy it very much. It sort of has the consistency of butter. It's very creamy to work with. Everybody, all potters have enjoy a different kind of feel for the clay, the process of using glazes. All my glazes are fired in an electric kiln, which in some ways makes it easier, but the whole process to create the glaze how I would like it to has to do with the application. And I overlap my glazes to create depth within the form itself. So what I'm going to do now is add another layer of clay in a liquid form to give the piece a three-dimensional shape to it. So I'm actually drying this to prevent the rim from collapsing. So this is actually this clay in a liquid form. And I'm going to take some of this and place it onto the bowl itself and spread it out. Now I'm just smoothing out the slip so I can form basically an idea like a canvas. Once I have it smoothed out, then I can create a design how I would like it to be. So you can see there's a little bit of depth to this slip that creates a design in the rim. These two pieces right here are thrown on the potter's wheel, and this is a porcelain clay, and they've been high-fired, which means that the clay is more dense. It's a porcelain clay, and they've been slightly distorted. As you can see, the lines in the clay right here to emphasize the glazes that I've used. I've actually used 7 different glazes and sprayed them overlapping each color. So this is a process. It's not one color. It's 7 layers of color on both of these. So there is some magic to this. When after the kiln's fired, I don't know exactly how they're going to come out. But these are glazes that have crystallines in it. So I needed to actually fire the kiln down, cooling the temperature slowly to bring the crystals out in the glaze here. These 2 pieces right here are Maiolica pieces, and basically what that means is I've used a low fire earthenware clay, sort of like flower pots are earthenware clay, and a typical Maiolica piece or a Magelica piece has a white background like this one has, and dipped into a white glaze, and then with a paintbrush applying the other colors in a painterly fashion. And this here, as you see the apple here, has about 5 or 6 different colors applied to it, colors meaning glazes, and fired at a low temperature. And this piece here is also an earthenware clay, Maiolica, also Magelica, but instead of spraying the glazes on, all these are overlapped with a paintbrush. So I have about 10 different glazes on here in color, and they're all overlapped with a paintbrush.